My name is Shawn Brooks. I'm from Fort Wayne, Indiana, born and raised. May 1st of 2002, a couple months after I started employment, I was at work, had just arrived. We were on construction and having a cup of coffee around a group of guys at the beginning of my shift, and a fellow employee was running an overhead crane. And I kind of had my back to him. He was out of my peripheral vision. He was attempting to flip a piece of equipment, approximately 2 tons, over with an overhead crane onto its side. When he attempted to do this, he inadvertently dragged the equipment approximately 10 or 15 feet by accident, because of the way it was tilted. It came towards me, hit me in the back side. I lunged forward. The piece of equipment landed around my ankles when it hit the ground, crushing my lower extremities. In the hospital, I definitely, that was probably the lowest point of my recovery process, because during that time you have your visitors and everything during the day, but at night, I can tell you exactly to this day how many ceiling tiles were in that hospital room. And you think about a lot of things, whether or not you can live the life that you lived prior. I'm a bowler, I'm a golfer. I played college basketball. I was at the probably top of my game as far as bowling at that time. When I got injured, I pretty much thought that everything was over. My primary feelings and thoughts during that time was, my kids. How would I be a father? How would I be able to do things with them? Right now I have 3. At that time I only had 1, and she's 26 now, and so that would put her about 4 years old. So she was young. Just having my firstborn at that time and not knowing the way our lives were going to be, whether I was going to be able to provide for her the way I wanted to, just the uncertainty of what the future lied, because me personally, I had never considered or knew anyone who was an amputee. I had never been down that road and didn't know what the next step was going to be. To be honest, the turning point came to me when I met my current prosthetic doctor, Shawn. And when I met him and I saw that he had the same injury that I had, and he could explain to me exactly what my next step was going to be, I immediately latched on to him, and things started to formulate exactly how he said it was going to be. And that's where my trust came in, and I started to get over hurdles that I didn't believe I'd be able to get over again. Activities that I enjoy most are bowling and golf. I'm a typical red-blooded older American man that in the summer I play golf. In the winter, when I can't be outside, I bowl. As ironic as it may sound, I have achieved way more accolades and awards post-injury than I had before my injury. Right now, as a golfer, I'm in 7 handicap. I probably before my accident, I was around a 12 or 15, anywhere between 12 or 15. So I've more than doubled lowering my handicap in golf. My accident was in 2002. In 2008, I won the Fort Wayne City Tournament Bowling all events event. I won going away on the last day of the tournament. That's probably my biggest achievement athletically since my accident. Before my accident, I had, I believe, 300 games. Post accident, I have 4 300 games, and my very first 800 series. Prior to my accident, I had never had an 800 series. That's 3 games totaling 800 pins. So I would say I've been able to carry on. I have had to adjust the way I do things, and that's what the biggest part of being an amputee is. It's finding what works for you, doing what works for whatever your situation is. I had to adjust my bowling approach from a 5-step approach to a 3-step approach. But once you work out whatever works for you, the sky is the limit. My message to you today is, I know right now you're feeling that probably your lowest point of your life. Trust me when I say that it's just the beginning of your new life. Your accomplishments and things that you do in your life from this day going forward is going to mean so much more to you post-injury than they did previously, because you worked hard to get back to a point that you didn't think you'd be able to get to. It's going to be tough. It's going to be hard work. You're going to have to work hard to do it. But when I sit here before you and tell you that I did it and you can do it too, I'm speaking from experience.